Thank you for your participation in our annual mock interviews. Each year in Forsyth County, several thousand high school juniors and seniors participate in the community-led mock interviews through their third-year career pathway course or through their participation in Internship Forsyth or Mentorship Forsyth. A mock interview provides students with a professional one-on-one opportunity to practice their interviewing and resume writing skills. The experience also allows students immediate verbal and written feedback regarding their interview performance, resume, and professional dress. Because of your support, all 8 high schools participate in this meaningful experience. When you first arrive, you will be asked to find a table. On the table, there will be a laptop or Chromebook. You are welcome to bring your own device if you prefer. Also on the table, you will find a folder that contains logon instructions, the interview schedule, job descriptions, sample rating sheets, an interview question guide, and some additional written instructions. Scratch paper will also be provided, so you may jot down some notes if you wish. Since the volunteer folders are reused, we ask that you do not write on the materials included in those folders. Once all volunteers arrive, there will be a brief orientation conducted by one of our county's career development coordinators. During your orientation, you will be trained on mandated reporting. An acknowledgement must be electronically signed by all volunteers who come in contact with Forsyth County school students. This form must be acknowledged before you can interview with any student. Next, the Career Development Coordinator will review the items in the folder and answer any of your questions before students arrive. The Career Development Coordinator will also explain the layout of the room. There will be a holding area for students where they wait to be interviewed. Additionally, there will be an area with refreshments for our volunteers. The vast majority of students are completing a career pathway. Career pathways are varied and may include agriculture, architecture and construction, arts, AV technology and communications, business management and administration, education, energy, finance, government and public administration, health science, hospitality and tourism, human services, information technology, law, public safety, corrections and security, manufacturing, marketing, science, technology, engineering and mathematics, and transportation, distribution, and logistics. Students will be applying for a hypothetical summer internship position that relates to their pathway. Job descriptions are included in the volunteer folders. Don't be concerned if you are unfamiliar with the student's pathway and job position, since you will be asking generic interview questions and rating students on their interview skills and not specific job knowledge. Students should be dressed in professional attire and have a professional resume and cover letter. Teachers have prepared students for the mock interview experience. However, you may see a wide range of student ability. Do keep in mind that for many students, this may be their first time interviewing with an adult they don't know. You may also be interviewing a student with special needs who may need some assistance or encouragement to answer interview questions. On the other hand, some students will be extremely poised and confident due to past academic or professional opportunities. Students will arrive with folders that contain their resumes and cover letters. There will be a tray holding these folders, and it will be marked Student Folders to be Interviewed. You will pick up a student folder, scan the cover letter and resume in a couple of minutes before beginning the interview, so you can spend most of the time interacting with the student. You will then go to the holding area for students and call that student's name, escort the student to your table, and begin the interview. Interviews are scheduled for approximately 15-minute time slots. The interview will last about 10 minutes by the time you meet your interviewee, get to your table, interview, and then close. An interview guide is provided. Students are expecting to answer some questions from this guide, so please choose your questions from this list. Use probing or follow-up questions if a student's responses are too brief. Finish the interview by asking if the student has any questions. Remember, our goal is to provide the student with as realistic an interview as possible. At the close of the interview, it's our hope that you will have about 5 minutes to give the student some feedback. Please discuss things that went well and those areas that need to be improved for their next interview. Once the student is excused, you will keep the student folder because you will need the student name, teacher name, and class period for the electronic rating. Please take a few minutes to electronically rate the student on their resume, cover letter, and interviewing skills. As you rate the student in all areas, please understand that your score will determine the student's grade. We ask that in each section of the rating, you deduct points appropriately. If time permits, we encourage you to write suggestions or corrections on the student's resume and cover letter. We want you to provide constructive criticism, but do so in an encouraging manner. Students should leave this experience having gained new knowledge and skills, and at the same time, feeling encouraged and capable. Once you finish rating the student, you will take the student folder to the tray that is labeled Student Folders Completed Interview. Next, you will pick up a new student folder in the Student Folders to be Interviewed tray and begin the interview process again. We hope that you have a very positive experience interviewing our Forsyth County students. Many students will update their resumes and actually use your feedback as they interview for jobs in our local community. Year after year, students tell us that they become more comfortable with real-life interviews and are successful obtaining jobs due to the mock interview experience. Thank you again for your willingness to assist with this incredibly critical training experience for our students.